Dr. Adam Mead here, and I'm here to talk to you obviously about health today. One of the key concerns that we always have in our office is, what are you doing with your health? Most people obviously experience health issues from what they do with their fork and spoon, and many times we're on the run, on the go, not really thinking about the food we put in our body, especially if you're out grabbing a burger. And most of us, if we ever think about it, how on earth is it possible to spend $1 or less and get a hamburger or a double cheeseburger or something after you? How does that ever work out? And then you go to the grocery store and it costs $4 for a pound of organic broccoli or something like that. A lot of it comes down to how things are subsidized, but that quality of meat obviously can't be anything close to nutritious. In fact, what they have found with the research is that that meat that you're putting into your bodies is produced on feedlots, and those cows are grown not naturally, obviously. It's like almost the process of Frankenstein with these animals. They're grown abnormally fast, they're kept at body weights exceeding their normal levels, and they're given constant rounds of antibiotics and hormones. And the concern should be, obviously you are what you eat. And in current studies they found that the hormone levels that they use on these cows would increase the growth of breast cancer cells themselves 30 times higher than the FDA would ever allow. So obviously there's no concern for your health with this food. Really, the fact is that it's bigger, faster, cheaper, with less quality and less nutrition for you and your family. So we highly recommend that if you are to eat any meat products, especially beef, that you find things that are hormone and antibiotic free, grass-fed, and raised in a humane fashion, because these animals, literally when raised in these conditions, are full of cancers, full of diseases. And remember, you are what you eat, but you eat what they eat as well. So these animals aren't raised naturally, and obviously if you want a healthy body, you got to put natural stuff in it. Which leads kind of into a trend that has been on the rise. Earlier in the year, in this decade, it was predicted that children will have a life expectancy shorter than their parents. Partially is definitely what they're doing with a fork and spoon. Obviously they're not moving around. Most kids' favorite version of football is with their thumbs in front of a television. And childhood overweight issues and obesity are through the roof. And in fact, they're saying that these children not only will live shorter lifespans, but they will incur such diseases as cancer, heart disease, kidney failure, type 2 diabetes, which will be in 1 in every 3 of those children, if not every 1 in every 2 of those children. So the biggest thing is to take action with your children and the children in this community. Make sure it doesn't happen to them. You are absolutely responsible for their health, and the food that they eat, what they do with their body is critical, especially in those first 10 years of life, if not the first 18 that they're under the roof. But needless to say, they're finding in these children life expectancy has gone down, and in autopsy studies in these children in the first 10 years to 14 years of life, that they're finding arteries that look like they belong to someone who's 40 years old. So obviously, huge concern for children's future levels of health if they've got the cardiovascular health of a middle-aged person. Which really keeps us on the theme of children in general. Children are one of our passions here at this office. Obviously, we know that chiropractic care is a family affair, and many of you have your children under chiropractic care, and many of them came in without a single symptom, because health truly is your body healing and functioning at 100% of its God-given potential. And most of you now realize that that is what is controlled by your brain and nervous system, and if there's anything interfering with that, your body doesn't do what it was designed to do. So rather than winning the war on health, your body begins to lose it. And when there is subluxation in the spine, that nerve pressure on the spine, on those nerves to those organs, begins to cause them to shut down, fail, and lead to the common diseases that most people suffer from. The reason why we check children is because these parents know that they want to have the healthiest kids possible. The kids today have the best possibility of living the longest if they're started being taken care of now. So we encourage all parents, if you haven't had your children checked, obviously we check your children, your family members at our cost, because we know the devastating effects of subluxation on their health, and I'm sure you do as well. And there's no better time than now to take care of their health, because as we know, the longer you wait, the longer you're basically almost playing Russian roulette with your health. And we want people to really make the best quality of life choices that they can make in this office overall. So before you leave today, if you are a parent, haven't had your children checked, you can speak to the front staff. They'll get you the paperwork and get that scheduled appointment in our book so that we can spend the quality time with you discussing your health concerns for your children, your health goals for your children, and we can check them for subluxation to make sure their body is healing, developing, and growing at 100% of their God-given potential and not being left by the wayside. So we just wish you a wonderful week. Stay blessed, eat well, move well, think well, and we'll see you soon. Take care.